like button for us if you're watching right now. The reason I asked that question is I'm kind of tying it to the point I made earlier, where we have all these things in life that we make preparations for in order to achieve them. If it be purchasing a car, home, and so forth, right? But then when it comes to relationships, then we don't want to do the same. We don't want to do the same level of preparation. And I feel like this is another one of those situations, right? So we will go around and we will, unless it's not directly at you, Tay, but we will go around, speaking in general, we will go around and we will make statements or make quotes like, your first impression is your lasting impression. But then we'll go into a relationship and we'll want to hold back in those initial stages. So I'm like, if we're saying to ourselves, your first impression is the lasting impression. So essentially you get one time to show what you're made of. But then when it comes to relationships, we want to kind of withhold until this person, we almost put the conditional thing on it. We want to withhold what we made of until this person shows me this or until this person shows me that. And I'm like, that goes against the concept of the first impression. So let's say when I hear some of these things that I hear, it's like we say one thing, but then we want to do something else, but then we wonder why, the outcome is, or the outcome that we see in our relationship space is what it is. It's like we change up when it comes to relationships, and I'm just trying to figure out why. Go ahead,
So
Tay. I
Quay,
saw you come on.
what's the middle ground? Because you say don't hold, not saying don't hold back, but the first impressions, and then the young lady in the comments says that she gives too much too soon. So what's the middle ground?
So I'm gonna be honest with you, Tay. So the only way I can answer this question is the middle ground is to be yourself. Yep. And what I mean by that is, as a man, I don't care what the lady is doing. I'm Quay, right? So Quay handle biz. Quay can get a call at 2 a.m. talking about your tire flat. Quay gonna come help you out. Quay takes women out to nice dinners. Quay takes women on walks at Belle Isle. Quay do that. So it don't matter what the female is or what the female is doing. That's just me. So any female that I interact with, she's gonna get Quay, and that's just what it's gonna be. And my family gonna get the same Quay and everything else. That's why they call me when they got a problem, because they know Quay gonna handle it. So that's the position I take. That's middle ground for Quay. That's front ground for Quay and end ground for Quay. You're gonna get Quay at all times. And if you don't like Quay or Quay don't do it for you, then that just ain't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point that I was just taking in this. It's just like the conditional thing. I wonder, do we realize that they may be hurting? Because I said, even as a female, if this is just what you do, to your point that you made about I don't want to be calling her out that she ain't on here to hold her, represent herself. But the point you made about Remy, you said Remy house was probably already clean before Vince came over. So see, that's just Remy. So Jimmy might have been able to come over and the house was clean. You see what I'm saying? Remy didn't leave the house dirty just because it was Jimmy versus Vince. You see what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes we try to take that position, or it's like I'm a not cook because this Jimmy. But oh, Tommy coming over. Oh yeah, I like Tommy. Yeah, I'm about to fry this chicken. And it's just like, but Jimmy might be your husband. You just don't know it yet because you withholding stuff for Jimmy.
Oh, and Quay, here's another thing though.
Oh, that's so good.
Go ahead, Joe.
They